We're gonna transform my Civic into the best looking new generation Civic that it can be. You notice Civics don't get much love anymore. Or at least the newer ones, they're kind of forgotten about. And this little box is gonna be a mod for this car. And we're gonna install it today. If we just had a quick look around the car, what do you think could be in this little box? It's definitely not wheels. First YouTube video and first mod is going to be fog headlights. They're gonna look so good. I'm actually so excited for them. These are gonna replace the stock ones that we currently have on the vehicle. Look at the halo compared to the original ones. These are gonna look so good on the car. I am slightly worried about this. It seems like it should be pretty self-explanatory, but honestly, I've never done any wiring and I'm definitely not an electrician. So we're gonna see if this is gonna be as easy as I think it will, or if it's gonna be an absolute struggle. So if I'm not mistaken, we have to remove the black trim on this side first, and then on this side. And then we should be able to snake the wires through the engine bay into the headlight itself down here. Or at least I think I can without removing the bumper. Hopefully we don't have to remove the bumper because that would be a lot of extra work that I don't feel like doing right now, but if it happens, so what? Let's get started. All right, keys acquired. First thing we're gonna do, come in the car. We're gonna pop the hood. This is what it's like when you're just filming by yourself. Where's the hole? There it is. When you're filming by yourself, you just gotta improvise. And that sometimes means holding your hood up with your head. Is there any dust up there? No, we're all good. Sweet. So this is what it looks like right now. And I'm hoping that this wire connect to the positive and the negative. And then we can just wire the rest of this. We'll go to one headlight and the other split will go to the other. So it seems pretty self-explanatory. So let's get a toolkit. Because without a toolkit, we have nothing. This is where I keep all my tools. It's not much. But you know what? It's gonna get the job done today. Let's see what we have inside of here. It's definitely not clean. So what we gotta do is we gotta kind of rummage around amongst the loose sockets until we find this puppy. And let's see what's already connected. Wow, look at that. Perfect timing. It worked out just how we wanted it to. So now we're gonna get rid of this. And then we should just be able to loosen it from here. One's removed. Let's get the next one. Boom. Let's try to pull off the front pieces at the start. So there's gonna be nothing pretty about this. We're just gonna stick a screwdriver in the bumper and hope that it'll help me get the clips out. Yeah, it seems to be working. There goes two. Now we're looking for the third. Where's the third? There's the third. Get this one out. Sorry, we had to put the camera down for a second. There was this little clip that was holding stuff together. One piece, gone. I'm not gonna do that. I need these parts. So we got one of them removed, but we need two gone for this equation to work. So let's get this other one done. Once again, prying a screwdriver into the bumper. Nothing's pretty, but it gets the job done. And I'm leaving minimal scratches. I promise I'm being careful. Or at least I think I'm being careful. Just gonna give it a yank. That one came off so much easier than the other one. Absolutely lovely. The other one took like 15 minutes. Now it's time to replace the old fog lights with the new ones. It looks like it's just 4 bolts. And we just have 2 of them. So let's come check it out. Right in place of these ones, if they fit. We just have to do 3 bolts to get this light out. 1, they're not bolts, they're screws, by the way, I lied. right, we're cooking. 3. Now the magic is done. You know what I just realized? These aren't plugged in. So I'm really gonna hope that when we go to put these new ones on, there's actually plugs for these. Because I might just be installing these for them to look pretty and never turn on. But look at how disgusting that original fog light is. It's destroyed. Glad we're putting in new ones. Now let's go over to the other side. We're gonna make this simple, and we're just gonna cut to when this one's out. Once again, this one is also not plugged in. But I think there should be a plug somewhere back here. There is a plug. I just don't know why it was unplugged. All right, update. I found out that this does not match the plug inside. But it was already unplugged already, so maybe we'll just go without using the actual bulb inside itself, and we'll just go ahead and wire up the halo around it. It'll be one of those look pretty, not very useful mods. Since I don't think that I'm gonna get the actual light to work in the fog light, but I think we can get the halo to work. So we're gonna wire that up right now with these slightly confusing wires. YMCA, never mind. All right, this will go to the driver's side, and the longer one will go to the passenger. Driver's side first. We're just gonna kind of fiddle it down through some cracks and crevices here to hopefully find the yellow brick road on the other side of the rainbow, or however that quote goes. All right, I can feel it. It's small though. All right, so now we have the first side out on the edge here. Now let's go get the other side. So this one's a little bit longer, but it looks like it does need to wrap around a few things to be nice and neat and tidy. So we'll just bring it along the edge here for now, just to get a kind of general idea of where it's gonna lay. And then we'll drop it through this side. Oh. Ow. We're not getting places fast, but we're getting places. I can feel it. Just a little bit farther. Now we have both of them. Now let's connect the headlights, or fog lights. Same thing. We have two little connectors, black and red. Oh, where'd it go? Oh no. I lost it. These two. Red to red and black to black. And then we should probably give them a little crimp. We don't have anything to crimp it with, so I'm gonna try to use this. Give it a little tighten, a little squeeze. All right, we should be good. We got one side done. Now let's connect the other side. Pretty similar. Pretty similar to the other side. Black goes to black, red goes to red. Fits like a glove. Hopefully I'm not breaking anything. And then on this side, we'll do the exact same. Press it down. Make sure it fits pretty snug on there because you don't want it falling off. And then we'll try to tighten it. I'm not gonna tighten it. So now it's all tightened, we're gonna screw it back in on both sides, and then finally connect the top to the battery. Where'd my screwdriver go? All right. So hopefully the placement for each screw is pretty similar to the original seating. We'll go with this on the right side. Tighten it down. The other side. Hey, how you doing? One more. It doesn't fit perfectly, but we're gonna make it fit just by jamming it in there. That looks pretty decent, doesn't it? Let's do the other side now. We're just gonna follow the same pattern. All right, never mind, we're gonna loosen it. See, look, it fits a lot better now. You know what's kind of crazy? It's just being filmed in your driveway, speaking while people walk past. It's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm sure I'll get used to it eventually. Now we're gonna put the last one in. So now they're sat in there, and we just need to see if they turn on. We're gonna come over here, and we're gonna connect our battery again. But this time, we're gonna seat each one underneath the bolt here. So for red, we gotta loosen it up a little bit. Then we can just slide the red one in, and then we'll put this on, and we'll tighten. Same thing with the negative. So let's see if they turn on, or if we just put together something that doesn't work. So they're on, but we have a problem. The car is not on. This is what it's gonna look like when they're on the car. They look good illuminated. I just can't get them to turn off. I have a feeling that we're gonna have to splice the wire to one of the headlight wires so that they kind of talk to each other a little bit. I'm gonna do some research and we'll see if we can figure it out. All right, so after doing a little bit of my research, I don't have the proper tools to get this set up the way that I want to, or at least not today. They currently are on, but they stay on with the car being off. And that I know will drain my battery in like 4 hours. So I'm gonna disconnect them, run them without it on. They are still connected, if you wanna take a look at them. They look great. And I can't wait until they actually work. Or at least properly. But that's gonna conclude it for today's video. And you'll have to come back for the next video when we actually take some extra time to get that fully properly dialed in. If you could drop a follow, that would be greatly appreciated from me. I'm just starting out, but I have a long time to go. So, signing out, it's your boy Lore.